Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yankee Trace back with another video. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's having an amazing day, an amazing weekend. Give yourself a round of applause today on a Saturday night, correct? Getting you level up, learning a lot, your education, your psychology level, right? Because the it's too crowded at the bottom, right? Meet me at the top for sure. I'm really proud of you guys, that you guys are taking trading for real, right? So I just been learning this whole week. I make sure guys that every time I bring something over here, every psychology counts. Every thought that I bring over here for you is for you. It is for sure to make your trading better, right? Me and one of the ICC member, right? Me and him, we were having a conversation about how how many what type of ideas can he have for him to improve to make his trade better for him to be profitable, right? That's the whole purpose. How to read, he said, oh, yo, Yankee, okay, good. I know how to read the charts and this and that. I have plenty of experience, but in reality, I believe that he just need a little adjustment when it comes to his trading plans, when it comes to risk management, like how to deal with the money. Because I just wanted to tell him right that let's say there's no way he can blow an account in 1 week. Let's say he put $500. There's no way. How can you blow an account $500? How can you guys blow an account with $500 in 1 week? There's no way. I don't care how much you know how to trade. Me myself, I know how to trade, right? But there's no way if I have certain type of money in one account, I'm gonna use the whole account money, right? So that means if you have let's talk about risk management. If you have $500, you gotta reach 5% the most if you are a good trader. You know what I'm saying? So if you have, let's say, $200, let's call it $100. If you have $100, right? So you can risk $10 for a good trade. You just gotta be yourself there in the market. Wait for the right moment just to strike and make, let's say, 1 to 4, or 1 to 5, 1 to 3, or 1 to 2, right? You gotta wait for the right time, right? Only one shot and boom, when the confirmation happens, and that's where you're gonna strike. Trading is like we spoke the other day. Trading is about psychology. It's more about you, how you approach the market, right? And then the other 40%, like we spoke, some people have different percentage, right? But I feel like it's more psychological, right? So the other percentage, because I'm here teaching you both, right? Psychological and also skill set. That's why every time I come here, I make sure I write 5 to 10 topics. So when you come here, right, and you guys read, or that's basically the topics that we're gonna talk today. It's that sticks to you, right? That sticks to you. So when it comes to the risk management part, I don't care how look the trade good. There's a probability that the trade can go wrong, right? If you put $500, don't risk $300. So this is this scenario when it comes to trading. It's more about longevity, right? To stay in the game long enough, you gotta make sure that you stay in the game long enough, right? That's that. So also don't be jumping from a strategy to strategy. That means when I started trading, I remember I had a mentor, right? He used to trade like everybody trade different, right? So he trade different, support and resistance. And then when I saw my mentor trading, I was like, you know what? I think instead of for me it just didn't work like having two strategies at the same time, like doing two things at the same time, right? So you gotta stick to one, and like I don't. At the end of the day, you're gonna make money regardless. People be FOMOing, thinking that the. Give me one second. Let me see. Okay, a lot of people be FOMOing, thinking that the short that they won't make money, bro. You're gonna make money if you meant to have money. You also gonna make money because he's doing the same thing that you are doing. Just trust the process. Fall in love with the strategy and apply one thing, right? One dude said, "Oh, but you don't. Well, if you don't focus like on one chart, that's what he's trying to say. If you don't focus on one chart and you're not doing good at that one chart, how you got like three charts or four charts, charts, trying to like trade three currency pairs, right? So stick to one strategy and implement that, and boom, it's gonna happen. Sometimes you just like one adjustment away from being profitable. You gotta take notes and see what it is. Sometimes avoiding a trade that sometimes avoiding a loss make you profitable. You gotta also know the value of money, what you have in your account. You don't wanna lose $1 from that account. That's how you gotta think. Don't lose $1 from that account. If you lose it, like on a nice strategy, like let's say if there's something confirmed and you think it's gonna go that way, right? Risk, right? You can take a risk on that trade. Like you can pull the trigger and you can be totally fine with that. All right. So let other traders live their life. So some people are sometimes stuck in this industry because they are so focused on that trader that is millionaire, and you just here, right? Thinking about because he got like a fucking sorry, my apologies. Because he got like a lot of size, last side. Last side is the money that you put in trading, right? Because he put a lot of money in the trading space. That means you can come with a $500 account and put $500. Sorry, $400 for one trade. Yo, chill out, bro. Do that. Do the process right. If you have $500 account, save up as much as you can, put $5,000, $10,000, and then that's why you can go without. If you are the nicest trader, if you think you are really ready, you can put 300, 500. You know, because like the probability of you going back to have that account blown, like the probability is less, right? You gotta do it right. Build the account right. Get paid. If you make $200 every week or here and there, right? If you make $200, withdraw $50 and leave the rest in the account. Feel that money. I have it here. Feel that money. Learn the value of money. Pay a bill with that amount of money. Pay your phone. Give that $50 to your mom, right? It will be amazing. But then don't go to your mom the next day. Hey, mom, look, I blew my account. Give me the $50, right? You don't need to do that because you already gave that money to your mom. You know what I'm saying? So live your life. When it comes to trading, live your life, right? So I'm dropping too much psychology, but this is really important because that psychology, you guys are gonna come back also. Maybe I think I'm gonna drop video number two, like the continuation of this video, but maybe breaking short, right? Psychology is like I think trading is two things, right? The trading is divided in two things, in two subjects: psychology and a skill set. Okay, okay, let's write it down. Trading is okay. Boom. Let's call it 30%. Let's call it 30%, right? Because you also need. Hold on. Why is not typing? Okay, good. 30% and 70% because you got like every time you execute a trade, you gotta be like in the right mindset at the right time. You gotta like wait a lot to execute. The way we trade, we wait sometimes 1 day, 2 days, 3 days to execute a position. Like there's no way you can miss your entry because we just right there in the short, like waiting for the right time. But some of you are just like you want to have that dopamine and be in the shots, be like having a lot of losses, right? So the way we trade, we just sitting here, and then at the right time we just strike, right? We say our stop loss and then our TP, boom, and most of the time we hear our TP, right? That's how it is. Also, you gotta believe that you can make it in trading. A lot of people get discouraged, right? Because in all reality, 90% in trading fail, right? And 10% make it in trading. Why do you think is that? Look, Saturday night, we are here, heavy money trades. Me myself, stacking money, saving more money to put in a trading account, right? Then I can start working and stuff like that. But 90% right now of young people, adults, and everybody else, can you guys tell me like where they are right now? It's freaking 8:20, 8:30. What do you think they are doing right now? Look, this is the Bronx where I live at. I hear a lot of music, a lot of bachata, a lot of fucking sorry, a lot of dembows, a lot of rap music. I'm listening all of that. Like I'm not making that up. You can come to the Bronx at any time and you're gonna hear it, right? Everybody, 90% of people, they are going out. But us heavy money trades, we are here locked in learning, practicing. We are the 10%. Believe that you can make it in trading. I don't care what anybody else. I only believe in myself. Myself and what I see. And what like I hear people that are millionaires that they have made it. Like what are their mindset? That's what you need in your life, right? That's that. Believe that you can make it. We are children of God, right? So why do you think God won't give us the money that we need, right? Because if the money is His and we are like kids of God, why do you think like we can have that money, that Lambo created by the for us basically? By for the 10%. Why do you think if we know how to manage the money, why do you think we cannot have that amount of money for us to enjoy life, right? Life is one. At the end of the day, you can enjoy that money, right? Okay, that's that. So yes, believe that you can make it. Believe that you can make it in trading. A lot of people like their thermostats of money, like to measure the money, like let's say they are freaking scared to reach $10,000. Like their mindset is so little that they, you know what I'm saying? We got millions here in our head, right? And we are recording everything from broke to rich. I was gonna start recording when I make it, when I'm right there at the top, right? When I'm millionaire, right? But I was like, you know what? It's better if I record the whole process so people from the trenches know that I was there just like them, just like everybody else, right? They know that I was there, so there's no excuses. Don't give me excuses that assume take responsibility, right? Take responsibility. Let's do something, right? Believe that you can make it. For sure you're gonna make it. You put the work, get your psychology, write things down, and stay in the channel. Heavy money trades to the moon for sure. All right. Okay. The only thing that you can change is yourself. The market is gonna do what it's supposed to do, right? So the only thing that you can control is you, right? You can control the button to execute the trade. You can control a lot of things, right? In trading, you can control the sell button whenever you want. The buy button. We make money predicting the market whether it's going up or down. And also, we don't predict, we react. What's the difference of prediction? Well, let me tell you. Some people it's like from here, just gonna drop over here to this price. From the price of 20, 28, 35, it's gonna drop off to 2760. They are predicting, like they just guessing, like they don't even know what's going on. Some other are predictors. Us, we just react. How do what's the difference of a reaction? Well, reaction is basically when we see the market, oh, boom, everything is confirmed after this level, and that's when when the hourly candle close, that's when we react. Oh, it just confirmed. Boom, we react, and that's what happens, right? So yeah, so let's keep talking about psychology, right? Okay, so yeah, that's that. Okay, this is really important. When I was talking to you about the take notes, track your process, journal, right? Most of the time, look at it. Just check this out. Check this out. And I won't make things up here, right? Let me see. I think it's that. What? Well, hold on. I have everything here, like all the trades that I took. I don't know where they are. Let me see what happens. Hold on. I have like all the trades that I've been taking here. I just locked it in. Why they there? Anyways, let me not. Okay. Well, I do track my progress. Then in another video, I can check that I do track my progress, and my win rate has changed a lot. Okay, which is amazing because that's like the reflection of what I practice. When you guys practice, you're gonna realize that back testing, there's nothing better than back testing and practicing. You guys will realize by yourself. How are you gonna realize that? Well, when you practice long enough, right, and it's your turn to trade, to execute a position, that's when you're gonna know that you are getting nasty at ASF. That's how nasty you are getting. You're gonna know it for yourself, right? We're gonna be marking a lot in this channel, maybe for years. We People think like we're not gonna be we're not gonna stay here like long enough. Bro, if we stay healthy, we're gonna be here for a little while. You already know, like breaking down everything. May I don't we won't do signal. You guys gonna I'm teaching you guys how to fish, right? You guys gonna buy your own rod and um throw the fishing rod to the sea, right? And then grab big ass fish, sharks, not well, but big fish that you can eat and fry it in your house, right? So okay, that's that. Boom. Okay, learn the value of money, right? So withdraw every week. Once you make money, like I say, if you make $200, leave one one feet 200 in the account, and then that $50 you can feel it and stuff like that, right? So that's that. So let's break down some chart today, right? So look, so one of my rules says do not trade do not trade out of section, right? So I don't trade out of section. But stuff like that you can take. Look, you guys already know that. Look, market just made a high here, right? Cancel a complete correction, and then boom, I broke that one in, and that's when, look, once you are above this level, you already know, and there's a high here. Look, the support level are getting higher and higher, right? Boom. So the market come here. I can see here because I have long enough trading. I see that the market is correcting, right? Make a wick here, make a um lower low, make a lower high, boom, and then make a lower low. And then I see also that the market, so this is really important. If the market broke the level and closed above the level, even by one point, that matters. That matters for us, heavy money trade. This is in reality ICC mafia stuff, but it's the same thing. So my group is heavy money trade. That's how what I'm when I talk to you guys, it's gonna be referred to like that, heavy money trade. To the moon. Okay. So look, we broke that level. So you gotta remember, after this level, everything is buy, right? So we're not predicting. We're not predicting anything. We're just reacting when the market, right, is ready. So it broke the level. The market closed above this high low, right? Lower low, sorry, this lower high, right? It closed above, broke that level, and then came when. That's why I don't trade out of section because sometimes most of the time the market just get ready for us in New York section. New York section start at 8, and then when the market confirm over here, I explained to you guys this trade. Sorry. So when the market here just get into section, the market just make its own push, right? When the market close above here, this level that we already know that um there's no sellers anymore. That's when we execute the trade, right? And when the market closed above the level, as you guys can see, look, boom, and that's when you execute the level. This year, the whole year, I didn't trade like go a lot. I was like trading every type of pair, and that's when I was like, yo, what if I was patient enough? What if I was patient enough and traded only two pairs the most. And that's when I was like, you know what? I don't care what anybody else. I'm just sticking to these pairs, and I don't care if anybody else is making a lot of money, right? Because even my mentor, um, he trades like some of the pairs. Price action is price action, right? But sometimes every pair doesn't move the same way, right? Sometimes it's the pair that is not that doesn't move according to the way that you trade. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, some trade just some pairs. Once you test it out, you see that it's not like meant for the way we trade. So go, go and Nasdaq. I feel I've been practicing for years, like for 2 years, countless of hours, and I believe these are the two pairs to go. Heavy money trade, this is the way to go. You can check it out for yourself also and get your experience. All right. So that day it's cool to look. Don't be afraid to pull. Let's say if you have $500, don't be afraid of reaching $30 or $50 in this trade. Right? You don't need to be scared because you already know that there's a high here. The market came into a full correction, right? So when I say confluences, you guys need to check how many confluences do I have in order to make this risk. That's my mentality every morning, right? And that's why I've been consistent. You gotta be consistent, thinking about one of one of my failures this year, like at the beginning of this year, right, was that I was like working in the morning and placing trades at the same time. So trading is a serious job. Trading is a serious job. That means you gotta do whatever it takes to be focused on the morning, only trading. This is really important, and I want you guys to this is like more psychological level also. Write it down. So when you are trading, please focus all the energy in the morning to for trading. All right, that's what you gotta be focused on. So every time you enter, you are like every time I enter the market, I'm just chilling. Give me one sec. I'm just chilling because like it's a high probability. I only take quality trades. If it's not a quality trade, I go to the gym. I might just do something else, right? I just take quality trades, and that's where I put my money. You feel me? That's how I put my money. Let me see how long I got here. 28. Let's do 40. Okay, focus in the mornings. So one thing, since I trade for freedom, right? I do trade for freedom. So, so I focus all my energy in the morning. So one thing you can do, I work now in the afternoon since November, and that's when since everything is starting in November, all my energy in trading, right? There's no way I can fail, right? There's no way. And I work in the afternoon. Right now, I'm working at 1 p.m. But also, you can get a job after 5 or starting at 4 p.m. And then you can you can basically get some little money to survive. But your main source should be at in reality trading. Once you know like what you're doing, take the risk, right? That's one that's gonna be like really important for your future because we trade for freedom. In reality, I don't care about the cards. I don't care about nothing else. I just wanna be like free and trade and have time to trade because like with the knowledge that I have and you know another thing guys, another mistake that people make over here in trading, bro, invest in a computer, invest in a computer, right? A lot of people be thinking that trading is a joke. They make 200, 300, right? They make 300 on the computer on the iPad, and then the next day they on their phone like this, and they are occupied doing some random work somewhere else, and all of a sudden without the no confirmation, they just blow their account. They pull out they like their mindset. I've been there, bro. That's why I'm telling you, your mindset is not ready for that. Just focus on trading or don't trade at all, cause you're gonna blow that money. I've been there, right? You're gonna think you can multitask, like do two things at the same time, but you cannot do that, right? So yeah, that's that. Boom. So there's no way so that you are like chilling in your house waiting for this candle. So so that's how it's gonna be. Look. So on a Sunday or on a what day is this? I don't know, but let's call it. Let's say that it's a let's say that it's a Monday, right? On a Monday, out of section, the market is gonna move. We don't trade that because we are basically sleeping. We wake up around 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock or 6. But we don't take position here because what if the market is not confirmed? The market can be going to this level, right? It can break this level easily because it's in a downtrend. At the moment, you gotta wait for everything to be right, to be in synchronization. You need to have the all the market like in correlation as well, right? That means when the market, right, when the market finish making its lower low, you gotta wait for the market to break the lower high, yeah, the lower high, and confirm above, and that's when you enter. That's how you react. Boom, and put the whatever amount you wanna risk. If you have $500, you're gonna risk $20 for a trade, right? To make $60. $60, amazing, right? You gotta appreciate that, right? I've been there, and that was the most amazing thing. That I get a haircut, everything else, and this and that, right? So that day on a Monday, we are chilling here, this and that. We are waiting for the candle. It's gonna be moving up and down, and then right, we are chilling. Boom, the market opens. We are just like getting ready to execute the trade, right? So after above this level, right there, you see that the market broke like twice to the above side, right? Lower low, lower high, boom, broke one time on a. I'm gonna explain that, right? I'm gonna explain that when it breaks one time, sometimes it is okay to take the trade. When it just break one time, when it break um the lower high, when it break the lower high, sometimes it's good. It's okay to take the trade, right? When it break the lower high, it's okay to break the trade, to take the trade. I'm gonna explain you why later because there's a couple of samples there. You guys gonna learn for the samples that I'm gonna be breaking down the charts, right? That's how you guys gonna have more experience and practice and have like an understanding of what's going on, correct? Okay, good. And boom, that's why I trade in section. Some other people take trades out of section. I just don't like trading out of section. It's like for me, it's not sustainable. Like I don't like to lose, and I feel like every time I take a trade out of section, boom, a stop loss, and I hate a stop loss. Like the way I'm telling you guys is for success. Do not have the stop loss hit. Like most of the time, when you put in that money in the market, there's a lot of type of traders that they just they just scalp. They want money every day, but I just don't like the way they trade. For example, they wanna pro- predict a move from here to here, even though there's no stories here. I don't like that. Like most of the time, the market just spike down and boom, take him down, and they are crying. And most of the time, those people they provide signal and blow other people's account because they don't know what the heck they are doing. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Okay, so boom, you guys are so to this type of setup, I call it myself. You guys can do whatever. Like you guys can name this type of setup whatever you want. But I call it change of a structure. Change of a structure. A structure. That means this is bullish. Look, this is bullish. Bullish is up. For me, this is bullish. One confluences. One confluence. I see that the low, that the high is clear. I see that this is like a nice bullish, this is like a nice high for you to target, right? So after this level, after the price of 2660, the market just react to this level, right? Or in an uptrend, and then w- when the market break, make the high, correct, go to the downside, you your brain, everything in your head should be just thinking about up, market going up. Don't be like, oh, the market is selling from here because you just saw like a red candle, right? You just gotta wait for the perfect spot to shoot, to execute, and boom, at 10 o'clock, instead of you working somewhere else, you're gonna wait for the right spot. When the candle close, you're gonna put your money there at this price, the the $20 or whatever amount you wanna put, because since you are a beginner, you should be trading. You shouldn't be even trading. If you have less than 6 months, you shouldn't be trading. You should start trading after 6 months at least. Once you know what you're doing, after 6 months, you're gonna put $100 and executing trade, right? Executing trade of $5 to $10. No, no. Deposit $200 and execute trades of $5. You gotta do it right. When you have more experience, you will know that risk management is what's gonna keep you in the game. Okay, I know when the change of structure is happening. I put the $20 there, and then the market's gonna be the day you just said that the tip you just said the stop loss there and the TP here, right? And you can go wherever you want. You don't need to spend the whole day in the chart. You can go to a gym. There's two things that's gonna happen. Either the market is gonna take you out one time, or just you can collect your money here automatically. All right. Don't be, because a lot of people, and I'm gonna finish here. A lot of people, right, enter here. They know that the market is going up, and once they reach $20. Once they got like $30 or $35 here, they just wanna like leave the leave the market. Sorry, they just wanna take their money out, bro. Let the market hit TP. Let the market come to the high. We know that the second time on a bullish market, in an uptrend, it's gonna go to your target, right? You just gotta let the market develop. We know where it's going, so you just need to be chilling. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, guys, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everything. Thank you for supporting me. Supporting me makes me create more videos for you, right? You guys also can hold, right? Look, you guys can put like your money there. Anyways, once everything the chart hit TP, well, yeah. Anyways, boom. Guys, with that being said, I'm just gonna drop another video today. It's 8:50. I'm gonna drop another one, but more like breaking down charts. So, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the channel. Since you are being here with me, that makes me create more videos for you. Um, Hit me up on Instagram. We can talk about psychology, anything that you want to talk about when it comes to trading. I have time. We can book a Zoom meeting and we can have a one-on-one, have the nicest conversation. We can laugh. We can talk about family psychology. How can you as a day trader, um we can talk about psychology. How can you can make it better for yourself, right? I'm here for all of that, right? To be positive, to be part of something nice, right? A nice community. But if you gonna hit me up to talk about negativity or I don't know, gossip about somebody else or you gotta take advantage of the time, right? So hit me up if anything. With that being said, Yankee Trace here, your mentor. Peace.